Alright, gang, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Yada Two Fool, and I'm gonna give you guys the best settings to hop into the new year. And before we get into the video, I just want to bless everybody a happy new year. And if you guys are getting drunk this year, make sure you guys have a designated driver. That's all I'm about to say. But without further ado, let's hop straight into these settings. Alright, so first and foremost, we do play on controller. Tactical flip, stick layout is default. Horizontal stick sensitivity is 1.9. Vertical stick sensitivity is 1.7. These, I do have these all off. Bumper ping, low motor strain, preset, and simplified controls. These do not help you. Turn these off. I swap L1 and R1 and L1 and R2 because I do like to shoot with the bumpers. It just feels better in my hand. Pause. Controller vibration, I have that off. Trigger effect off. Dead zone inputs. This is the actual juicy guys. Make sure you copy these down. Left stick min is at 0. Left stick max is 75. Right stick min is 5. Right stick max is 99. I do see a lot of people having this at 100, but I feel like the actual aim assist values do get messed up when you move it. So I just like to keep it at 99. My left and right trigger are at 13. So if I accidentally slip off and hit the triggers, I don't accidentally throw my lethal or my tactical. I just keep on beaming, you know what I'm saying? Reset onto the aiming tab. With sensitivity multipliers, I do have these all at 1. I do not touch these. Look inversion on foot, keep that on standard unless you do like to invert your aiming, which I don't know why you would do this. You're not flying an airplane, doing an airplane simulator. Advanced settings for aimings is the juicy ADS sensitivity transition timing is instant. When you first load up the game, it will have it on gradual, and you guys want to make sure that you do turn it to instant. If you don't do that, it's going to be feeling so weird, honestly, especially with the settings. If you copy it down exactly how I did, gradual does not work with it. Third person ADS correction type is assist. Aim response curve is dynamic, and the slope scale is at 1. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I do have 75 all the way up to the 5 times zoom. And then once you get to the 6 to the high zoom, for the snipers, I do use 1.1. If you have aim assist off, make sure to turn it on. And if it's off, make sure you tell yourself you're a bot first. All right. Motion sensor behavior is off. Don't even have to worry about none of this. Motion sensor advanced settings, just skip over that, honestly. Sprint assist, make sure that's on tactical sprint assist. Press square to show more. When you first load up, it will be at like 3 something. Make sure to turn it all the way down to 0. You don't want any delay. Sprint assist sideways on, sprint assist backwards on, mantle assist off. If you have mantle assist on, it will actually mess you up. You don't need no assist when you mantle. You want a mantle when you want a mantle, honestly. Sideways off, backwards off, tactical sprint only off, mantle assist angle tight. It is the best one, honestly, so you don't accidentally mantle. Tested and tested. Crouch assist off, crouch assist tactical sprint also off. All right, now for corner slides, it's personal preference, but I honestly didn't like how the aim was when you were leaning around the corner. It is a little off center. Left isn't exactly left and right isn't exactly right. So I turned it off, and my aim was way more consistent when I'm coming around corners beaming people, not gonna lie. Slide dive behavior is tap to slide. Sprint restore is on. Slide maintain sprint. Make sure you turn this on so you can continue sprinting after you slide and you don't stop in the sand. Honestly, please just do it for me, please. I'm tired of seeing y'all looking like bots in my lobbies. Parachute automatic behavior is off. Mantle cancels reload on. Movement advanced settings. Here's the juicy auto move forward off. Auto door peek off. Grounded mantle off. Anything with mantle, turn it off, please. Honestly, trust me. Single tap to sprint. Please turn that on. The pros use single tap to run because they have to, and we're not them, so we use single tap to sprint, guys. Trust. Plunging underwater is free. Sprinting door bash is on. Onto the combat settings. This is some good. I'm just gonna scroll through this. You guys could pause the video if you guys want to. All right, onto the combat advanced settings. Change D-pad up behavior. I keep that on ping. Change zoom activation. I'm just gonna scroll through this. This is all pretty self-explanatory stuff, guys. Honestly, just keep this shit on basic. Honestly, sprint cancels reload. I had it on, but honestly, the way you run when you're reloading, I feel like you run faster, so I just turned it off. To be honest, you could just reload and get out of a situation other than just fucking YYing and running away. You just hit that reload button and just dip off with extra speed boost. It's like having dead silence in 2019. I ain't gonna lie. ADS stick swap is off. Depleted weapon ammo switch is on. But that's it for the controller settings. Let's hop straight into these graphics. Not gonna lie. I do have a RX 7700 XT. It's a pretty good graphics card. 1440p high frames. Display gamma and brightness, I have it on 51. You don't want to have it too high. My last settings video, that I did for graphics on like MW3. I was on console. I had like 63 brightness, bruh. All my videos were like so washed out. I was wondering why I wasn't getting no views, but now I know. That shit look fucking ass. So we play on 51 brightness. Eco mode preset is custom. VSync gameplay is off. VSync menus off. Custom frame rate is on unlimited, but if I was to cap it, I put it actually 1 point higher than your monitor's refresh rate. Not exactly and not below. 1 point higher is the best performance you're going to get if you're going to cap your FPS. Render? I just glitched out, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Reduce menu render resolution. I put that on optimal. Pause game rendering off. Reduce quality when inactive after 10 minutes. Focus mode is on 5. Turn this down. It will really help with your performance. And I do not use HDR. No HDR. Render resolution is 1440p. Keep that at 100. You could lower it for more FPS if you guys aren't having the FPS you guys really want, honestly. Dynamic resolution, I turned that off. That's going to make your game look ass and honestly play ass. Fidelity cast, I keep that on. It's the sharpest one they got. If you have a lower end rig, I might use not fidelity cast, but FSR3. Honestly, that gives you more frames. Plus the frame generation, you'll be cracked out. You can be looking at frames you've never seen before. Honestly, I do use frame generation, but that's what I said. I'm just cracked out for the numbers, bro. I like to see them numbers so high. I'm in the frames. I got 170 frames. What are we doing? VRAM scale target around 90 to 80 is the sweet spot. Not gonna lie. Variable rate shading on, that does help with performance. I'm gonna scroll through all of these quality and details. Texture resolution, texture filter anisotropic. I hope that's how you say it. Depth of field is off. Turn that off. It's actually gonna make your game look garbage if you have it on. And everybody, if you post a clip and they see you have depth of field, they're gonna roast you. I'm gonna be honest. They might not do it in the comments, but in their head, they're like, niggas using depth of field? The fuck? Detail quality, low. Particle resolution, low. Bullet impacts, I do turn that on. It's easy to see, especially if you're playing search. If someone had a fight somewhere, see where the bullets are coming from, you know where to look in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. Persistent effects is off. Shader quality is low. On-demand texture streaming is low. Local texture streaming is normal. This doesn't have a really big impact on your GPU, on your performance, but if you are experiencing lag, I would turn this all the way down to low, not gonna lie. Shader quality low. Screen space shadows is off. Occlusion and screen space lighting is low. Screen space reflections is off. Static reflection quality low. Tessellation is off. Volumetric quality low. Deferred physics, weather grid volumes, and water quality is all off. Now on to the view. This is actually what it's like in game. The FOV, I do use 120. When I'm playing ranked, I do use 110. So if you were playing ranked, you taking these settings to rank, make sure you drop your settings all the way down to 110. Your field of view. Your ADS field of view is affected, and my weapon field of view is wide. Third person field of view is 90. Vehicle field of view is default. Weapon motion blur, turn that off. If you have it on, you're actually a bot. You're not going to be able to see shit. Weapon motion blur, turn that off. Like I said, you're going to be a bot. I said that shit twice. World motion blur and weapon motion blur, those are two different things. This is what I meant to talk about. First person camera movement, leave that at least 50. And then third person, put that at 50. Third person ADS transition, third person ADS. Because it doesn't really matter unless you're using a scope, to be honest, guys. Especially when you're sniping, it's going to look so trippy if you have it set in first person. But if you do, I ain't going to lie, you're a demon. You're a demon. Inverted flashbang, turn that off. But that's it for the graphics. Just going to scroll through these audio settings real quick. Master game volumes 20. Gameplay music 0. Cinematic music 0. Dialogue and effects is at 30. Enhanced headphone mode, I did drop that bag and the audio was still kind of ass. I'm not going to lie. Audio mix, headphone bass boost. If you're using soundboard or Treyarch mix, you're actually weird. Sucker Punch is so bad. Everybody, when the game first came out, everybody was saying use Sucker Punch. Do not use Sucker Punch. This shit is fucking garbage. Mono off. Mute game with minimize. Just gonna scroll through all of this shit right here. Turn all of this off. You don't need to mess with none of this. Onto the interface, the color settings. I do make the enemies purple. In MW3, you guys know I had my shit on yellow, but the yellow gets fucking washed out with the background and the maps in this fucking game. So I just keep it on purple. It's easy to see people across the map and in dark areas. Not gonna lie, that purple really stands out. The color filter, put that on 2. And then the filter target, put that on both. Not just world and not just interface. World color intensity, put that on 100. And interface color intensity, 100. And now you guys are ready to hop into these lobbies and dominate. No cap. And if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video. It really helps out with the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.